Sir, Tuesday News, sir, of DZWB. Sir, how will you intend,
Okay.
or how do you intend to address the request of the automotive manufacturers about to do something about smuggling, especially the coming in from different ports of the country, like Port Irene and SBMA, of the imported used vehicles?
Well, I think rather than talking about it, we should be demonstrating it. I understand that the customs will be filing a new case specifically against a person who evaded or the appropriate duties on vehicles that imported. But I'd rather leave that to the Secretary of Finance to discuss and our Customs Commissioner to give you the details of this. But they're filing it today.
Sir, what did you discuss with Willard yesterday?
We discussed about yung models that they were bringing in, yung utilization, the prospects for utilizing further the plant capacities that we already have existing. There are certain developments in other countries in the region that seem to portend very good times for our automotive industry. So we are actually proceeding to discuss with them specifics of what they need, and I'll be leaving Secretary Domingo to thresh out all of the details of how we can assist them, including the manufacturers of parts, especially to grow the export segment of this.
Sir, good morning. I'm Stanley, Chief of the Frontax Show. Sir, personally, ano po ang gusto nyong i-drive? Automatic o manual?
Pag nasa Maynila, automatic. Dahil, alam naman nyo kung lalo pag namalas ka sa traffic. Pero natural preference ko sa manual transmission if there is an open road naman. Hindi naman every 2 seconds yung shifting.
Okay. Okay, sir, nung bata kayo, nagba-bump car kayo, kaya nahilig ba kayo sa kotse?
Bump car, yes. Pero I think teenager na yata dahil nung batang-bata ko wala pa masyadong bump car. Soapbox derby yung uso sa amin nung araw, hinuhulog sa hill.
Sir, can we get a statement from you on yung Benguet accident? Because a lot of people died. It's one of the
true.
worst.
I've been asked. I was asking when you informed me yesterday. I did ask what transpired, and initially what we could find was an older accident. No, but there have been so many accidents. I was asking both for the Highway Patrol Group, no, and also the LTO to expedite the investigation to find out what actually transpired. No? Yung faulty mechanical brakes really seems such a lame excuse to me. I want to study how thorough the inspection process are for all of these transports, no? And also the driving skills. No? In fact, I want to study the entire industry, find out what can be done, no, to improve that particular situation. Beforehand, as you know, there were a lot of accidents in Cebu. And in Cebu, that was what we found out was, again, the lack of adherence to standards in road construction, which was immediately corrected upon discovery by our Department of Public Works and Highways. With regards to this latest accident, you want to determine the problem to be able to come up with the appropriate solution. But again, yung Nagilian is not a very steep road, no? And a professional driver who undertakes that route would be, we'd hope would be a master of that particular route. But, how do you explain such an accident? Of course, we grieve for everybody who was lost. And we would really want to find out how this can be minimized to the greatest extent possible. And as you know, my style is not to pressure those who are investigating so that they come up with a true findings. No? So I'm waiting for the results from both agencies to determine what is needed, be it legislation, be it better designs of our roads, or even better education for our drivers. Can I have the last question?
Sir, meron daw po ba kayo nagustuhan dun sa mga nakita niyong cars?
Marami.
And when was the last time you drove your sports car?
I drove last weekend. Pero medyo, siyempre, bitin na bitin. Yung cars dito, dami, both with the hybrids and the sports cars. No? And, nakaka-impress naman talaga. In fact, yung pati nostalgia, there's a Lancer, siguro 80s yun that was driven in the Great Lakes Rally in Finland, if I'm not mistaken. So parang bumata kami na about 10 years. Joel, isang question lang. One question lang.
Sir, dun ba sa VAT on toll, option ba yung to collect natin yung as back taxes yung from when it was supposed to have been imposed in 2005 hanggang sa time na
The BIR
ma-TRO.
commissioner is here. I think she would be the better person to talk to. No? But let us yung the VAT law seems to has exemptions. And with regards to toll roads, it is not that clear whether it's part of those that are exempted or not. And there is need, either for legislative amendments to the VAT law or a clarification by our courts. If it is a law, we are duty-bound to implement the law. If it is not part of the law, then there is nothing to implement. But again, there is a gray area as to whether or not it belongs to the category that is exempted.
Sir, ito showbiz pero may bearing sa government.
Bye-bye.
Nag-file ng nullity of marriage si Chris, di ba? Pero crucial kasi the government, as a matter of procedure, opposes yung nullity of marriage in the case of OSG. Itutuloy ba ng OSG yung pag-oppose sa nullity na final ni Chris?
Oppose? Well, sorry, I'll have to look into that. Mas pinag-aralan ko yung divorce the other day. And as far as my sister and James are concerned, parang, again, if I say any opinion, it might influence the workings of the courts, the fiscals, etc. I think I am duty-bound not to comment on this.
Pero sir, the OSG is under your government. It's not under the judiciary. OSG.
Ganun na rin yun. I appointed the OSG. And if I make an opinion, the OSG might be guided by my opinion, and that will be a disservice to the person.
Sir, divorce na lang. Position sa divorce.
Sa divorce, definitely I cannot support something like you do in Las Vegas where you can, the stereotype is you get married in the morning, you can get divorced in the afternoon. Okay? But I do recognize that there have been unions that were wrong, no? That no matter what interventions are done, no matter what counseling is done, they really cannot stay together. And there is dangers to either one or both parties in that particular marriage, and especially the children. So my own personal position at this point, but there are studies that have to be made. In divorce is a no-no, but in legal separation, that will be very, very stringent. You really have to ascertain that there really are irreconcilable differences. Medyo long period sa Tagalog para padaanin sa 10 butas siguro ng karayom, no? But at the end of the day, they should be allowed to remarry. Parang legal separation ngayon, tapos cannot marry. Parang kawawa naman yung mga nagkamali for life now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.